This is our garage, and this bench is where we're going to build wood projects forward. So let's get it cleaned up. There we go. So now we got a fine bench here to work with wood on. And the attic, did I release that video? I don't remember. Anyway, the attic we're going to use that, but that is more for smaller projects and board games and so on. This is more where we're going to do woodwork and like those dusty projects. So that we got the working area here again, we can start the project. Lately I have been reading up on the D&D rules because I'm going to start playing that, and for D&D we need a DM screen, and that is what we're going to make today. I'm just going to use the type of panel I got, so we just have this type of wall panel left from building the attic on the garage. So we're just going to measure the height that we want our DM screen to be, and then we're going to start making it. I might find some other small materials on the way, but we'll see. So I did not find our measuring band, so I just made a quick compass with some string and some tape. I take the compass and I just draw a line down here before I take our saw and align this line here, this line, along the edge of the panel and draw a straight line. So this is the length we're going to use for the DM board. Now I got one of the plates. I used a handsaw just to showcase that it is possible to use some hand tools in this project, but I am going to use this jigsaw, I think it's called, I don't remember, to speed up the process a bit. So just use whatever you got on hand, and it is going to turn out okay or good. Either way, if you use motor tools or hand tools, right? Alright, so now I got some plates, the 4 that I need, 2 more over there. Then it's time to use the same type of plate to cut some strips that I'm going to use for decorations later. And I just say this material I'm using is very hard to use, so if you got something else, I would consider using that instead, because this, as I said, very hard to use. So here I got my materials, but they don't look that nice around the edge, right? So I'll use some sandpaper with P Grit 120 80 and 60. And then we'll just start sanding down these till they get nice. So I'm skipping a part of the sanding for now because I got tired of it, but now some of you might recognize this tool here as a Dremel. I used it in the pipe video, link up here or down in the description, to carve out some runes. Now I'm going to use this to carve in the D&D logo here. You can see I have started slightly on it, and yeah, let's just see how it turns out. Here you see the finished logo. I didn't color in these, but you can still perfectly see that what this logo is. I think it came out nicely, and together with sanding, it fits really well, I think, because it looks so used and good. So let's just get finished with the small touches, and we'll put it together. Still in the process of sanding, but I just took the time to make a D22, just a nice addition, I think, to go beside the D&D logo. So see you soon when I'm done sanding again. I'm finished with sanding everything down. I have engraved some more sword slashes in some of the pieces, like this one, and I have engraved some items like this magic wand for the wizard, a lute for the bard, and a axe, and a sword and a shield. So now we're going to take this and drill holes in them. I forgot to start filming before I actually did it on this one. And then we're going to use some of these bit decoratively screws to attach them to our DM board. So so like they go over the crossbars. So let's just move it a bit closer and we'll start doing it. After about 15 minutes I was done. You can see I raised this a little bit just to give the logo some space, but else, everywhere else they look the same. I think it came out nicely with these screws because they look like kind of medieval. And now there's only two parts left. One part left, I mean. Duct tape it together or hinge it or something. Or use magnets. And start playing. So let's go get some duct tape and finish it off. We had more duct tape or hinges, so other plan. I got a lot of rubber bands, so that's what we're going to use. You can see I have put new rubber bands here on all four corners, and how I do that is I take 4 rubber bands and I put them centered on the hole. I unscrewed first, then I put it centered on this hole that I screwed earlier. Then I put my screw into the hole and tighten. And then I tighten on the other side too, but not all the way. On neither of them you're tightening completely yet. Come on. Wrong place. There you go. Now that we have screwed a little bit in, just make sure that it's placed right, and then you tighten all the way. Now that I have put the rubber bands both here and here, it is sort of kinda hinged together, and then we can fix hinges on the rest of them. After my opinion, this project turned out great. With all these, after my opinion, great carvings and how I was able to use so few materials. I think it came out great, as thinking of this was on a cheap wall plate.